let's face it, dudes enjoy a sweet fragrance. I think it's the compliment factor that they feel they can get, or maybe it's just something visceral internally that we kind of like. Maybe there's a comforting factor there. Something about sweet fragrances that really hit a specific note on a lot of men. And when I think of a sweet fragrance, I think of a beast like flamenco. Flamenco is one of these fragrances ultra unisex, and it's not something that any dude traditionally finds as something sexy that they want to wear. Now, when I smell this joint, it lights me up inside. That sounded kind of crazy. But it's a sweet, pulpy, tart raspberry fragrance with a beautiful amber glow about this shit. Off the skin, it performs phenomenally, and it is sweet throughout the lifeline of the fragrance. I never had any performance issue with this scent. It's sexy, again, sweet. Could be a little overly sweet for some people, but I always tell you, try it before you buy it. But most of the Ramon Monegal fragrances that I have smelled, I've never had a performance issue, and I've absolutely loved wearing them joints. So why is there a need for an Extrait de Parfum concentration of flamenco, which just touched down? I copped this joint since I love flamenco, the original, so much. I figured, why do you have an Extrait de Parfum concentration? Is this absolutely necessary? And what really sets it apart from the other one? Or is it gonna be a redundant buy? Let's find out. Let's roll my fucking music so we can check out Ramon Monegal Flamenco Extrait de Parfum and see if it's necessary to have these two scents in your repertoire. Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, 𝗙𝗔𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Why put a sleeve on a fragrance when you can't open it? You just know automatically you're gonna have to break it. There's some dudes in here that like to collect bottles and have a beautiful presentation of fragrances on their shelving unit or mantles or whatever. They like to keep these things. That was not a possibility here, but here's what the box looks like. Just like the regular flamenco box, it is sealed with the tape here. I left my knife. For you knife fans, this is a Tecto OTC knife. Very nice, right? I'm not violent, I swear. All right, let's open up the presentation here. Oh, look at that. Boom, here's what the internal looks like. A little mirror action. A little comes in a satchel of sorts, sitting in its coffin. Watch me flick this shit back and break it, because that's what I'm known for. Very nice. I gotta look at myself. She's cute. Here's the little ball bag that it comes in that I'm gonna put my testicles on when they're cold and shriveled up and non-existent. You don't do that? And here's what Flamenco Extrait de Parfum looks like. Exactly the same with a gold label. Literally no visual differences other than the label. How about in notes? All right, so the Extrait notes are raspberry saffron rose, followed by iris, cedarwood, jasmine, orange blossom, and then we got leather, oud, amber, musk. What about the regular version? The original is raspberry apple, violet, orange blossom, followed by rose, iris, jasmine. Then we got cedar, cypress, pine, and amber. So I guess the differences are between the apple, pine, violet, but honestly, not really dramatic differences. Now, are they gonna smell the same? And is it gonna be a redundant buy? Like, do I need more performance out of the original? Honestly, no. Forgot some test strips. All right, so I made a small mark on the test strip so I know which is which to be able to do a side-by-side comparison to see if it's a redundant buy. I don't want you to go out and blow the bag if the fragrance is exactly same as the other one, because that would make no fucking sense whatsoever. So here is the new Extrait de Parfum first impressions. Okay. Still in that fruity raspberry tart space. A little bit less musky off the test strip. I'm definitely gonna have to go on skin to do this side-by-side comparison. Seems to be a little bit more rosy forward, like a sweet rosy forward with a tart raspberry edge and a little bit of a ambery flow. Still very delicious, still very sexy. It does remind me of the old one though, with its own kind of personality. But does it differentiate itself too much? I think I'm gonna skip the whole test strip shit because I already see where this is gonna go. And it's gonna be something redundant that I really just don't wanna go through. So let's just start. Watch hand is going to be the new one. 1, 2 sprays here. Let's shut this one down. And then I'm gonna spray the other one while that dries down and I go through the whole process. Then I'll be prepared to do a side-by-side. Sounds organized, Cuba.
Nice.
Okay, Watch this hand. We're gonna do the original. 1, 2. All right, so let's start working on the new one and see what kind of vibes we're getting off of it. I still get that musky essence, and I'm getting more of a cedar component on this, and the sweetness is actually reduced a decent amount off the skin, which is completely different than what the test strip is, and that's why I went on hand, because I knew that this type of shit would happen. With those 2 sprays, it does feel actually lighter than the original, which is kind of ass backwards, honestly. This kind of falls into the space of issues that I've had with Extrait de Parfums in the past. They're Extrait de Parfums, but don't perform like they are off of my skin. Now, it is an issue, a deformity, a disability that I have, that these things tend to happen. A disability, what an asshole. But ultimately, the scent profile is handsome, it is sexy, it is musky, but it doesn't seem, even with those 2 sprays, to pop off of my skin like an Extrait de Parfum would. And it's a lot less sweeter than I thought. It's more rosy than anything. You get that raspberry note tartness in the background, but I could honestly say right now, right off a rip, before even smelling the other hand, that it's not a 1-to-1 or a redundant buy. Let me go to the original. The original beats the piss out of it. The original has all the characteristics that you're looking for. The original is giving me mini goosebumps as we speak. Like, I would love to say that the new Extrait is an absolute boost of everything that the original is, but off of my skin, the original just shines like a fucking diamond. It is gorgeous, it is sweet, and actually the sweetness is taken back a decent amount off of my skin, which makes it absolutely perfect for me. Oh my God, the original, bro. The original is in a status on its own. Like, this is next level, like, brobies. Come on. New shit ain't doing that. New shit ain't doing that. New shit ain't doing that. Now, what the fuck? Okay, now we've got a nice little turn of events. There's a bitter chocolatey essence coming off the new shit, like a bitter, dark, chocolatey, woody darkness about this fragrance. And that sweetness has really disappeared behind this dirty rose and underlying kind of patchouli-ish essence coming off the fragrance. Confused. Right from rip, not redundant, not a repetitive buy, but not better. Different, but not better. No, nah. The original. I don't need the Extrait. The Extrait is not f***ing with the original. Bro, like, yeah, no. This one, the Extrait actually is more masculine because of that reduction in sweetness, and the rose here is not full-blown rose. It's still sugary, it's still a little dirty. It's very musky, woody forward with a bitter, dark, chocolatey, patchouli-ish kind of essence off the skin. I don't understand the Extrait, honestly, or what the thought process was behind, like, you could have named this something else completely different than flamenco, and it would have been Gucci, because it's not flamenco. Flamenco is flamenco. The new shit, it's very musk forward. It's very cottony, very dry, very dirty rose, mild tartness, but I'm sorry. The OG is the bee's knees. The new shit is nice, it's handsome, it has a place, and is very different, so you can absolutely get them both and try it out. I heavily encourage you to test out the new one. But for me, in my personal taste, the OG, this gem right here, as of right now, first impressions, not a formal first wear, and I will wear this today just to get that flow and see, smacks the piss out of the new Extrait de Parfum, in my personal opinion. This one over this one as of right now when this video is being recorded today, but I will be wearing this as my scent of the day just to see if there's additional nuances, and hopefully by the time this video is done editing or whatever the case may be, I shall know. And honestly, these little tops sometimes are a pain in the dick. I shall know if this fragrance, just sprayed my mouth, if this fragrance holds a candle to the sex appeal that the original flamenco has. It is a handsome scent. It is a handsome scent, but it isn't that. And that's the problem. We'll see what the wife thinks, and maybe if I can get her on camera, we'll get her 10 cents in here, which, I'd be scared too. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Have you smelled the new Extrait, or have you smelled the original flamenco? What are your thoughts with either of these fragrances? Leave it in the comments below. Again, as it stands, this, this, nice, but not this. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is, biggest in the game. Smooches.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey. For all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.